Alright, welcome to turn 32. Let's see how horrible everything went. Or how excellent, we'll see. A messenger has arrived from Miklan. Utgard is asking me to take your island so that you can't keep raiding him. I'm not going to oblige. Thank you, good friend. Research in conjuration is completed. Ontinti, the Lizard King, has claimed the Throne of Stars. Suddenly an arrow headed straight for Nathan Explosion's heart. But for some reason, Nathan Explosion managed to escape his deadly fate and got away with only a scratch. Let's see. Suddenly an arrow and McCurkulfe survived the incident, but got wounded. A magic nightmare was projected at Tylus, but Tylus managed to resist it. Okay. A magic nightmare was projected at Tylus, but Tylus managed to resist it. Gandorf has cast Call of the Wild. Suddenly an arrow appeared out of the sky. Gilf survived the incident but got wounded. Struck Burr straight in the heart. Burr survived the incident but got wounded. Okay, we'll take a look at that in a minute. Okay, so the stuff that matters. First of all, Baryon of R. This is the one that I think could be a horrible, horrible battle. So let's get to it. Wait, no, this isn't it. Sorry, guys. Okay, little anticlimax there. Sorry. But we will take this province, obviously. Okay. Go, go. Private Plumpkin. Oh, surprise! And I stunned myself. Okay. Alright. Ooh, he has actually taken a lot of damage out of that. Okay. But we win. Okay. Which one is it? Crone's Ambush. Junko Flats. This is the important one. Alright, let's see what happens. Yeah, here they are. All right. Here we go, guys. Let's see, is that rigor mortis? Probably. Most of my vans appear to have gotten stuck. That's bad. I think we might lose this one at a glance. Ooh, he's got air elementals. Well, guys, we did our best. Let's see what's up here. Has he got Howl as well? Relief. Yeah. Plus. Yeah, we're screwed. Grip of Winter. Okay. Natural Storm, that's mine. Okay. Well, guys, we tried. Speed it up. I think we're completely fatigued out. Permanent like. Yeah. And we won't have a chance to cast, what's it called? Reinvigoration. Well, if they ever recover from their fatigue. But I don't think they can because of rigor mortis. I think we lose our whole army, guys. This is our champion, or I mean our prophet. Okay. I left that in there so you guys could see it. Alright. So everybody pretty much died. Apparently a couple of my Galdermen got away. Did we kill anybody? Only in the initial. And he put in a bunch of province defense too. Well, he anticipated my attack. Armelia Groves. Okay, we'll get this one, I'm sure. All right, Sly Wheatlocks. All right, is this my wounded guy? Nope, he's not wounded. Okay. Someday. We on fast. There we go. Someday, maybe. Maybe? He's still got charge body up, so he hasn't been hit yet, clearly. Okay, there we go. Whoa! Didn't get him. Alright. So we saw our Sly Wheatlocks, Battle and Weedy Stretch. Okay, I don't think we need to watch this. Yeah, been beaten. Okay. Let's see. Crone's Ambush. Okay. Sorry guys, gotta take what I can get here. Okay, let's see. Battle in Armelia Groves. What's Miklan doing? Oh, he came in to attack as well. Damn it. He's probably going to win this one. Fortunately, our werewolf can get out here. That was a waste of gems, damn it. Alright. And a battle in Kisselford. Oh, don't tell me he's... No, he can't possibly be. Wait, what? Oh, this is... Wait. No, this is Armelia Groves. And then Ulm attacks Armelia... Wow, Armelia Groves is getting a lot of interest at the moment. Okay, that was interesting. battle in Kisselford. Okay. Not a lot happening there. Battle in Lost Kingdom. Okay, this is my 1 PD. We're just keeping track. There's battle in Drake's Rest. See how we do over here. Come on, buddy. Oh, you killed your own leader. That's gotta suck. Alright, I don't think we need to watch the rest of this, do we? Okay. Unexpected Earth Gems. Misfortune. Okay. And we're sieging Drake's Rest. Well, guys, I tried. In hindsight, you know, obviously I shouldn't have come here, but can't help it. It was a gamble I felt I had to take. So, with that though, the game is over for me. For realsies, I cannot stop any of this. Nobody in the game can stop this. Lucid might be able to stop it through sheer force of economic advantage if I continue to raid Utgard. But, yeah. And of course, regardless, I still insist on the destruction of Ulm. So, I will probably, at first thought, you know, who would I rather lose the game to is the question on my mind right now. You can put in your own thoughts in the comments section. I'll have my decision made when I come back, though. Alright, this is gonna be the turn I submit, I think. Looking at kind of dead man walking right now, I think. I am pulling out of Midgard and Grey Peak. I don't think there's any reason why Utgard will not go and crack Midgard. Doing so will bring in a lot of profit and, more importantly, stop my ability to recruit raiders. And I'm still going to recruit some raiders, so there we go. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything with Midgard, other than grab my vans and van jarls. I will have 424 gold going into the next turn, but as I start losing stuff to Utgard, I'm going to need that savings to keep my army going. Grey Peak as well. Peter Wass is basically grabbing everything that's here and leaving. So we're going to Flossius Flats with him. My two Vulva are going back into Angelic Reach, and yeah, we're going to have to abandon these fortresses, and if Utgard is greedy, he'll try to siege down both of them. I guess the good news, if there is any, is he only has 120 units in here, and like if we look at our report here, how many did we end up killing? We killed almost half of his Germ herdlings, his giants. You know, and they're quite strong, so they're the ones he's going to be able to siege me down with. His human troops aren't going to be as much of a problem. Anyway, I don't think he's going to be able to crack these in 2 turns, and we are on turn 32. We got 8 more turns to go before the apocalypse starts hitting us. So guys, let's go ahead and look at diplomacy, because I'm not going to send all the messages that I'm sending. So let's see, a message to every nation. Midgard falls, but only by the combined conspiracies and treacheries of Ulm, Ulm's slaves formerly known as Avalon, Utgard our ancient foes, and their starveling dog Pythium. It should be no surprises that it would take so much to bring down mighty manly Vikings. We feels no shames. This is our most glorious moments. We will fights use our enemies to the bitter's ends. We must chooses to serves, then we serves them's whatsems bins our friends from the beginnings and has foughts with us valiantlies. If Utgard rules in the days to come, these other wretches will fare no better than those of us who resisted the cold, heartless giants. I'll probably send that one. I don't know, I think it's medium salt. Alright, messages to Mid-Clan. Not all of these am I going to send. Let's start with the one that I'm not going to send. So, out of character. Now we better read the other ones first. Bloodmen, Weam's got dire news. With the exceptions of a few craven cowards, our entire army has met their glorious deaths fighting Utgard. Utgard will be at our gates next months. These bents on destructions of Midgard. Is day of Ragnarok foretold in ancient prophecy. We needs more carefully coordinates raids with yous. Weam's hopes you attacks Utgard and not bees at pieces with, but we wants yous to knows that destructions of Ulm stills our greatest desire. Midgard's doom is what no one's can stops. We can seize you sieges Ulm castles. To hurries this process, we can use magic to crumble walls more quickly to sieges, so sieges may be overs. We wishes to take Songrad, but it may be your armies has already been sent. We wishes to see capital of Ulm also falls, so if castle wall still standings for some times, please tells us where we mays sends our earth magics to brings them down. Please be telling us your moves or tells us where you wishes to have raids when comes to either Ulm or borders of man. And then another follow-up. Utgard's armies what's unstoppable on open battle. They ems using ancient technique of skeleton hordes and communions, and unimaginatives techniques that matches such a brutish and unimaginatives race. Vikings simply not use any imaginations and relies on axe and sword. Better's not to embarrass ourselves that way by thinkings. They ems also using rigor mortis, relief, howl, and grip of winter. We nows diverts our battles back to Avalon since we cans not resist such craven sorcery as yet. Indifference of other nations what's allows this to happens. Now's choices is what's be ruled by Utgard, who knows no honors or respects, and gathers the craven nations to it like flies drawn to liquid poop, or your heathen nation who we got distastes for when comes to preferred drinks, but at least fights against the traitors and fools. We never chooses sides what allies with Ulm or Avalon. Typical indecipherable messages. Here's what I mean. Of course, out of character, I'm not 100% committed to the idea of using my gems to help give you Ulm's castles and may change my mind, but we can at least talk about it. Don't start building a strategy around the offer is what I'm saying. Regardless, I am serious about eradicating Ulm as long as it doesn't mean outright suiciding my nation. I still have to play what small odds I have left. If you siege Kassangrad this turn, I will be tempted to help you if you can't crack it in one turn. If you do not take Kassangrad, I would rather you cracked the castles you already surround. Also, my spell range is limited. If you do take Kassangrad this turn, I will be more eager to siege it myself next turn and take it quickly by the same means. That means being magic. So let's see what you end up doing. I expect arrogant messages incoming from man, but I have enough army left to deal with him. I'm working on what to do about Utgard. Only 8 turns left. I do not contest our bump outcomes, but please leave my werewolf alone. If Ulm doesn't attack, I will summon new wolves. I can help you without reservation as long as I'm not throwing away my own thrones. I am not going to send this message. I'm sorry, Lucid, if you ever see this. But I left it there because I think it'll help explain what my thinking is to you, the viewer. First of all, I lost my Bloodstone, so I can't actually cast the spell that I was counting on. And I've already got Gandorf summoning a Contact Naiad, because I want to get some more nature magic, and also if it comes down to having to hold my fortresses, unfortunately, guys, High Watch and Angelic Reach are actually even more important than Midgard at this point. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to win this game because all Nook has to do, and he's working on it, Look at all of this. He's working on it. He's trying to get to the iridescent sheen. He's trying to get that throne. Anyway, all Utgard has to do is send one of his thugs with a water-breathing amulet, though, and I'm afraid Nook is going to have a rude awakening. Anyway, so I am not in a good spot for winning this game. I've only got 3 throne points, which puts me even with everybody else, but I think Utgard will be able to claim a few more, and even Stis will be able to get a few more. But I do want to destroy Ulm. This will be a moral victory for me. And also, I want to deal with Avalon, this is also basically a moral victory on my end. I am disappointed I'm not able to do anything really about Ulm, but we will work ourselves towards that if we can. I'm expecting Man to move this army either into Barony of R or into Broken Stones. He may be coordinating with Utgard. We'll know that much better if Man moves to Barony of R and Utgard moves into Midgard. If I were Utgard and I was not coordinating with Man, I would dispatch a small unit, a small force, because I could afford it with what we have here. He knows he's destroyed my army, you know. And I would just send somebody over here. He's got super combatants somewhere around here. I know he does. So, although we have laid siege to him here in Drake's Rest, so he's going to have to do something about that. Now, I'm not going to leave my expensive Vanjarl there to hold a siege, but I will move a scout in there to maintain it. So I am forcing him to have to divert to Drake's Rest. I am going to move my army to Broken Stones. Hopefully Man will move this small pittance army into Broken Stones. He's not going to know which way I move here, but he'll probably, if he's smart and he's coordinating with Utgard, he may go ahead and risk it and try to take Barony of R from me. But, like I said, I'm going to Broken Stones with what I have left over here. And we are forming up our army here for battle. And from here, we'll see about perhaps trying to take on Fickle Scourge. I don't know. We'll probably have to end up going into raiding situations again. I'm not going to be able to face down this army of Mans. He's got 190 units, which is quite a bit more than what we have here. Without magic support, I can't do it. Yeah, I may be trapping myself if I move here, actually. I may be trapping myself. I don't know, guys. At least if we move here, we can try to converge on Fickle Scourge and send reinforcements from High Watch, and that's my hope. Now, this could still backfire because, like I said, if he moves here, and then he moves this army into Broken Stones, when I try to move this army into Fickle Scourge to combine with this army, anything could happen. Anything could happen. And I certainly can't be trying to go back to Sketekian Steppes, because I'm sure Utgard will probably be moving in there too. I think Utgard is going to probably split up his forces and try to take all of my territory as quickly as possible. So once he lays siege here, he doesn't even have to stay here. He can just leave a small force to keep me from recruiting, and then he can go into the rest of my lands and take it. So like I said, guys, I think I'm out. This is what I would be doing if I was him, is moving quickly to remove the obstacle in my way, which is basically my income over here. So I am going to keep the pressure on Man because at least he is an enemy I can fight. We are moving our troops into High Watch as best we can. If I could, I would like to go ahead and try to take out Kassangrad, because at least it would give me a fortress over here to recruit from and give me some more options for defending High Watch. Unfortunately, that may not come to pass. Let's see, I am, of course, still recruiting everywhere I can, as much as I can, Galderman and Vilva. So, there you go. Oh, except over here where I can't recruit anything. I don't have the lab or the temple set up. Over here, again, Vilva and Galderman and what troops I can get. And, yeah, we'll see what we can do. We can counter-raid Utgard, and maybe it'll work. Maybe. Hogni is going down into Broken Stones now. I am going to probably resort to raiding Man again. Raiding Man and Utgard. I really hope that Lucid doesn't have a non-aggression pact with Utgard. That would be a minor betrayal, but, you know, I'm not going to make the mistake that I feel Ulm and Avalon made with me, which is I'm not going to, you know, an imperfect ally is better than a dedicated foe. And so I'm going to have to work with what I can get from Miklan. And besides which, if this game were going longer, at this point I'm picking a strategy that if this game didn't end on turn 40, I wouldn't be able to do this strategy, because in a long-term game, I'm handing this game to Miklan at the expense of everybody else, you know, by letting him take over so much of Ulm. So yeah, in case you're wondering, I would not make quite the same full-throated alliance with Miklan if the game were going for longer, but it's not, so I have to try to do what I can. And I don't know, I gotta be careful, because at some point Miklan's gonna want to win the game too, so if he thinks he can, he'll just try to take the thrones over here, because if it's like between me and him, I mean, if it's between him and Utgard, I mean, then of course he's gonna want to take these thrones. He's got to try to win the game. He's playing a long-term game, just getting revenge on Ulm, I hope, because that's kind of the game I'm playing too, which is to get as much revenge on Ulm as possible. It really irks me that I'm gonna lose my capital, because that's also a moral defeat for me. This is the biggest defeat I've ever had in Dominions. I just wanted to say I've never lost a battle as badly as the one I lost here at Junko Flats. But anyway, and I'm just spreading some salt there, saying that it's an unimaginative strategy. I actually did not know about the Utgard strategy until like last week, maybe. Like, I didn't know that this is how you built an Utgard army. And I certainly didn't foresee the, what is it, rigor mortis plus relief combination. So, yeah, I was totally caught surprised by that. Anyway, well, we are not attacking anywhere in Utgard right now, because he does have to figure out where I'm at. He does know that I'm here. He should know that I can only afford to attack one of these provinces, which means he should be trying to patrol and find me. So I'm not going to give him that satisfaction. We will go ahead and, like I said, try to find, just keep stinging him where we can, because once we lose these guys, they are gone. So there you have it. Yeah, when they're dead now. I can't recruit new ones. Still sacrificing blood slaves, because might as well keep my dominion as high as possible. It means keeping his troops on a slight morale penalty, and keep his pretenders from being too ultra superpower, or his prophet. I haven't seen his prophet though, so probably he's not fighting anything with his prophet, but whatever. We're gonna go ahead and the other benefit too is this gives me more information if I have Dominion around here. It would help too with raiding. If I'm raiding in provinces that I hold Dominion, it makes my thugs a little bit less likely to rout, just because they took a little scratchy on the elbow. And now with my Werewolf, I am not doing what I said, which is what I was going to summon allies here in Sly Wheatlocks. I'm actually going to move him into Matra Ridge, which I know is a heavily defended province. And I'm going to move Drigv into Analak Foothills, and we're going to see what man is up to over here. And I don't know if I can summon allies and stay hidden at the same time, but well, we'll find out. Right, we're moving our scouts around to keep an eye on what's going on with Ulm. Ulm is on the way out, as he deserves to be. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, I hope that Miklan does something, because he's the only one I have any hope left at all of actually trying to resist Utgard. Satis is caught up in a war with Dwarf Comic, who is fighting the war with only half of his attention span, I think. I'm not saying that to give him to cast shade on him. I just mean that he's got so much other stuff going on that he hasn't been able to give his full attention to the game, unfortunately, which is just something that happens, especially when you have a game like this that can last for months and unforeseen life events can come to intervene. Tempted to go and mess up Sabouts over here, and in fact, if I had a sailing commander, that's what I was just checking, if I had a sailing commander, I would actually do it right now. I would go ahead and go back over here to grab some income from there, which is something I'm going to think about, actually. Got this guy, he's ferrying troops, which is definitely a high priority for me, as is, well, Burr is moving here to get ready to ferry troops again, so yeah, that's kind of important. I need to rebuild an army somehow. Yeah, So there we go. I don't think there's much else to go over, guys, except research, which I'm going to get to. We are remaining here to keep an eye on things. Doobie-doo. Doobie-doo. Okay. Research, guys. So I need to figure out, I'm going to do this off camera though, I need to figure out where relief is, and I also need to look into some of these astral spells for not mind burning. Oh, Vengeance of the Dead could be good if I had the, yeah, this could be good. Soul Slay, that's the one I need to get. I may jump into Thaumaturgy, but before I do that, I am going to go ahead and finish up Alteration. I do still have Evocation queued up as well to see if I can get... oh, Mind Hunt is an Evocation as well. That could be useful. What I was going to say, though, is to get Wrathful Skies. This could also be helpful in the battlefield. Unfortunately, I don't have the boosters anymore to accomplish this. So not only have I lost my Earth booster that I needed to get Gandorf up to Earth 4 and 5, I also lost my air booster for making a helmet or anything like that. In fact, why don't we send a message to Sitis? Lizardmen, if you can't helps with armies against Utgards, then please sends us gems. Any gems what you has woods helps, but especially these air gems. After Midgard, Utgard will be comings for yous next, and they wills be buildings armies froms our fortresses. Be carefuls of Lake Throne. You takes that throne, be prepared for unstoppable Utgard water-breathing giants. So I will go ahead and warn Nook what he's doing here, because he's not going to be able to defend this if he takes it. Like I said, it's only going to take a handful of water-breathing giants to ruin this plan. And I'm sure that's even what he's waiting for. I mean, if I were Utgard, I'd rather fight this kind of army than this kind of army. And especially considering how much of this kind of army it's going to take out this kind of army. So, yeah, I'll do him that favor. All right, guys. So, like I said, with research, we're going to go ahead and get Alteration. I'll probably not... I don't know. I'm leaving Evocation in the mix for now. We'll stick in Thaumaturgy. What the hell? Yeah, Air Elementals, Wrathful Skies. I'm going to need air boosters, unfortunately, to even make that happen, etc., etc. I do have tons of fire gems, and the reason I haven't empowered anybody in fire right now is because I'm probably going to end up converting all these gems. So that's why. Right. Valiant Thor is patrolling for one turn, and then we're going to combine our army over here, which is basically, like I said, I'm moving everybody out of Midgard. We don't have anything left in our treasury to redistribute. Okay. Yeah, that's it, guys. Like I said to Lucid, and then canceled the message. We're just going to have to hang on to what we got, and I don't think we're going to win. I don't think we can, and probably shouldn't, but we'll hang on to our thrones as long as we can, just on the off chance that somehow, when the apocalypse happens, Utgard doesn't destroy me, and somehow all of the other thrones in the game are removed first, but I think it's statistically nigh impossible. So, there you go. Thanks for watching. I'll persevere for those of you who are dedicated and want to see up until the last videos. Yeah, but it's going to take a miracle at this point, and, you know, yeah, it's going to take a miracle. All right, talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, one more thing, in case you guys are curious. There we are. All right, see you next time. Bye-bye.
Or is it you see? But you have no right to call me a murderer. You have a right to kill me. You have a right to do that. But you have no right to judge me.